Hello and welcome to our channel, Chroniclesofola. If this is your first time with us in this community, then please go ahead, share and subscribe. If you've been thinking about moving to the UK, or if you're already here on a visa, you might want to sit down. On May 12, 2025, the UK government under Prime Minister Keir Starmer didn't just tweak the immigration rules, they took a metaphorical sledgehammer to them. The announcement, wrapped in rhetoric about ending a failed experiment in open borders, has sent shockwaves through migrant communities and among those planning their futures here. The stated aim, to make it significantly harder to obtain most UK work, family and student visas. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is a white paper, a detailed plan, a roadmap to a very different landscape. The language used by the Prime Minister himself has stirred controversy, with some critics pointing out its uncomfortable resemblance to far-right narratives. The changes are sweeping, affecting everything from who can qualify for a skilled worker visa to how long you'll need to wait for indefinite leave to remain, and even whether you can bring your family with you. The government insists these reforms are about creating a system that prioritises skills the UK genuinely needs and ensuring that migrants can support themselves. We're talking about higher salary thresholds, more stringent English language requirements, and a fundamental shift in how settlement is earned. Are you enjoying the video so far? If so, then please share and subscribe. Now let's get back right in. All right, let's talk about skilled worker visas, the main route for many professionals. Previously, you might have qualified if your job was at an A-level equivalent RQF level 3. Well, hold on to your hats because that bar has now been catapulted up to RQF level 6. What does RQF level 6 mean in plain English? It means degree-level roles. This single change is expected to disqualify around 180 occupations from sponsorship. Sectors that rely on skilled individuals, including vital areas like social care, are suddenly facing a drastically shrunken pool of eligible international talent. And it's not just the skill level that's gone up. The salary thresholds have also been given a rather hefty boost. For many employers, particularly small to medium-sized enterprises or those in less affluent regions, meeting these new thresholds will be a monumental challenge. The English language requirement for the main skilled worker visa is also being ramped up to B2 level proficiency on the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, up from B1. The message seems to be, we value your past work, but the future looks very different. Indefinite leave to remain, or ILR, for many migrants, it's the holy grail, the point at which you can finally feel secure in your life in the UK, free from the cycle of visa renewals. Typically, this has been achievable after 5 years of qualifying residency. Well, prepare for a shock. That qualifying period is set to 10 years. This isn't just for new applicants either. The information suggests this extension could apply to existing visa holders as well. The financial and emotional toll of an extra 5 years on temporary visas, with all the associated costs and uncertainties, cannot be overstated. Furthermore, the entire process of gaining settlement and citizenship is moving to a points-based system, where individuals must actively earn their status. Alongside this, higher English language standards, specifically B2 level, will be required for these applications. It's a clear signal that the UK is raising the bar considerably for those wishing to settle here permanently. Hold on a minute, 75% of you watching right now are not subscribed yet. Please support the community by liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. Section 4. Bringing your loved ones. A whole new set of hurdles. The dream of starting a new life in the UK often includes bringing your family, your dependents. However, the new rules are making this significantly more challenging. One of the most impactful changes is that adult dependents of all visa applicants will now be required to pass English language tests. This could pose a considerable barrier for families where one partner might be highly skilled but their spouse has limited English. The government isn't stopping there. There's a strong indication that dependents may also need to meet higher English proficiency standards than before. For families, this means more tests, more expense, and more potential points of failure in the application process. The message seems to be that integration, at least linguistically, is now non-negotiable from day one for everyone. Section 5. Students and bright sparks, shorter stays and shifting goalposts. For international students, the UK has long been a coveted destination. The graduate visa route, allowing students to stay and work for a period post-study, has been a significant draw. Well, there's a change here too. The post-study stay period for overseas graduates on this route is being reduced from 2 years down to 18 months. This reduction might make the UK a less attractive option for some prospective students when compared to countries offering longer post-study work rights. The message to international graduates is clear. Your time to prove your worth and find a sponsored role is now shorter. For instance, the number of qualifying universities for the High Potential Individual (HPI) route is set to double. Additionally, a review is planned for the Innovator Founder visa, with the aim of better supporting students who wish to build businesses in the UK. Please like, share and subscribe. Section 6. Employers, brace yourselves. The onus is on you, and it's heavier. If you're an employer in the UK relying on international talent, these changes are going to hit your desk with some force. The government is significantly increasing the obligations and costs associated with sponsoring foreign workers. One of the most direct financial impacts will be the increase in the immigration skills surcharge. This is a fee employers pay for each sponsored worker, and it's set to rise by a hefty 32%. Alongside this, employers must rigorously ensure they are conducting proper right-to-work checks and meeting all their sponsorship obligations. The illegal working regime is also being expanded to include gig economy workers and subcontractors, with potential fines rocketing up to a staggering £60,000 per worker found to be working without the correct permissions. Section 7, navigating the new maze, your next steps in a changed UK. So, there you have it. A veritable avalanche of changes to the UK immigration system effective from this very year, 2025. It's a lot to take in and, frankly, it's designed to be tough. The first, most crucial step is to not bury your head in the sand. You need to understand precisely how these new rules, the higher salary thresholds, the increased skill levels, the longer ILR waits, the new dependent rules affect your specific situation. Given the complexity and the high stakes involved, seeking professional immigration advice is no longer a luxury. It's pretty much essential. A qualified immigration advisor can help you understand the nuances of the new regulations as they apply to your individual circumstances. Assess your options and guide you through the increasingly convoluted application processes. Finally, be prepared for a system that is likely to be more expensive and take longer. This is a new era for UK immigration, and navigating it successfully will require diligence, preparation, and quite possibly a great deal of patience. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to be the first to receive the latest of our juicy content. Until then, it's shalom.